We've got the manager. Is the manager here to kick me if I ask any awkward questions?
My feet are close.
This, this is interesting. October Reds. Here with the cruiserweight European Jordan Thompson. We've got the manager close by. This is a bit weird. It feels like it's like I need to be weary. Like, am I going to get like a headlock dragged off camera?
If you need to be, you ain't gonna be weary though. So we ain't gotta worry about it. We'll be all right.
I hope this is recording. Is the red button on? Because sometimes I do crazy stuff like that. So yeah, October Reds, we're here with Jordan. You might be listening to this on Apple Podcasts because we do that now. Or you might be watching it on YouTube. Either way, it's an absolute pleasure to be joined by Jordan Thompson. Do you know, I've been...
It has been a minute. Overdue link up, that's for sure. Overdue link up, but nah, it's good to see you again. Looking forward to the catch up. It's been a sec, but you know it's quality every time we link up though. So now we're here, we'll have some fun.
I was trying not to make too much eye contact with you at the head table because I know sometimes we can start smirking and doing like crazy shit.
The madness.
I don't know what it is, Jordan, and I will say this for the viewers. Out of all the conversations that I have, I don't know what it is, but our banter, I don't get that anywhere else, and that's no disrespect to any of the other guests, but it is what it is, and I don't know what it is.
It's just natural. It's just not forced. I think we just got that just click. You know what I'm trying to say? There's nothing forced. It's all natural. It's just the energy. It's a vibe. So we keep it going. We keep it moving.
How did you find it on the top table today? Because I filmed the face-off. Look, there he is over there. He's just had a quick look. He's
You can look all he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this table stuff, the talk, the face-offs. Yeah, it's all for the cameras. It's all for the build-up. It's just all part of the job that we do. The only thing that matters is when we get in there on Saturday night. Then we'll see what's what. Then we'll see what all the talk was about. Then we'll see what talk was cheap. Then we'll see what talk was going to cost you. You know what I'm trying to say? So I ain't got really, there's not a lot of talking that I really wanted to engage in. To be fair to him, he's been pretty respectful. So, you know what I'm saying? He's not really trash talk. He's just been confident, and he's got a right to be confident, you know what I'm trying to say? And we'll get in there Saturday night and we'll show him that he's well within his depth. So he's talking about drowning me and stuff like that. I thought it was good chat, man. It was good chat. He ain't done his homework because I can swim. So, nah, we're good, man. But we ain't even going to let it get into deep waters. We're gonna end this one nice and quick in the shallow end. So we'll be good, man. We'll be good.
Speaking about shallow talks, before we actually get into the fight talk itself, Jordan, I've always said, you know, like from the first time we met, I think it was in Manchester,
yeah.
You know, when you was with David Nika. Yeah. I've got to get into it. Your career has been like up and down when it comes to like shifting from here to there, moving trainer to trainer. If you know me, we've spoke several times, I always get nervous about trainer changes. I just do. Because there's so much that you have to do to adjust, to adapt, to get into it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the final choice is yours, and it's about what's best for you, which leads me into my first question. Why the change?
I think for me it was just a change of scenery and a change of environment. It was all about creating that environment where it offers me consistency, structure, routine. And I think those are the three things that I've really found in this new camp. You know, along with a load of other things and a load of other bonuses, those are the three main things that I was after, that I knew that I needed to implement in my career and create that sort of environment where it was going to allow me to excel as a person and bring the best version of me out. So that's the environment that I've created. That's the environment that I believe I've found. And yeah, man, we're in a good place. We're in a good place, both physically, mentally, spiritually. Like things are a lot better, man.
Something that you've touched on there, which I kind of like as well as a human, is that routine, the fact of, you know, that you've got to set your alarm for 5:30 because you've got a 6 a.m. run. You know, that kind of, it's sort of like it's quite regimented.
Yeah.
And I think that, is that something that attracted you to it? Because you just need somebody to be able to say at 7 a.m, I want you there, I want you here, I want you there by 3 p.m. Do you need that, Jordan?
I feel like me as a person, I need that sort of routine. You know what I'm trying to say? I need that sort of, that's how I grew up, that's how I was raised. If you know anything about my father and my mother, but my father especially, the man was strict, strict, regimented. Like it was that sort of environment that was in the household. I knew when I had to do my chores. I knew when I had to do my chores in order to go out. I knew I had to do my chores in order to go play football on a Saturday. I knew I had to get certain things done at a certain time in order to do things. So that sort of environment that was created and that I was raised in, I think it's only right that I continue that and implement that in my boxing career. And I think that's really proven to work wonders, to be fair. So no, I'm in a good place, man. I'm really enjoying it.
You know, the first day that you made the change and it was your first day of going into Tony Sims's gym.
Yeah.
What was the first thing, like the first kind of like slap in the face, like to say, okay, this is it now. I've got what I wanted. Now I'm going to have to really live up to that. I wanted this regimented training lifestyle. What was the first thing that was like, oh my gosh, this is it?
The runs.
I knew he was going to say that.
The runs. Without a doubt.
I knew he was going to say
Without a doubt. The early getting up in the morning. It's like, for me, it's getting up at the 4:30 as well. 4:30
Wow.
to get there for obviously you got to get there nice and early for the 7 o'clock starts. And then the runs themselves, well, they ain't no joke. They're not a joke at all. But I think that was the big slap in the face. And it was something, again, that I knew I needed. Because, you know what I'm saying? I say those sort of things and those sort of early mornings and that running there, it's what sets you apart from the rest. And you know that you've prepared. And like I say, like, confidence comes from preparation. So the mindset and what that's done for my mindset, it's just put me in a real good place. So yeah, man, special. But yeah, that was a 2 slap in the face right there. I can't lie. It was, yeah.
You know, I knew you was going to say that about the runs because that's not something that I ever seen you really focus on. I remember always seeing you on I think it was a watt bike.
Yeah.
But I was always moaning about saying you got to run. You got to, because it's not even about running. It's about recovery. People like underestimate the power of that running, and I've seen you on the hill sprints, and you're going for it.
Big time, we're going for it. And you know, another good thing as well about the gym is, apart from the amazing sort of environment, amazing experience that everyone offers, the team spirit that I've come across in this gym is second to none. It's unmatched. Like, everyone grafts, everyone bounces off each other, everyone's pushing each other. If ever you are having a little bit of an off day, not necessarily a bad day, but an off day, or you're struggling, yeah, there's banter. There is banter. You'll have people getting onto you, but at the end of the day, like, everyone will help bring you through and stuff like that. So it's a special sort of environment, man. Special sort of environment.
We see the teamwork. I know you've got Craig Richards in there, you've got Macy Rolls in there, you've got Connor Ben in there. You know, it's a gym that seems to be flourishing. But what I do like is I can see that teamwork. It's not just about obviously you sparring in the ring. No. It's the team going out, the team training, doing strength and conditioning. Obviously the ring work, and then obviously the road work as well. You can see that kind of like team spirit that comes out of that gym. Exactly.
Like the vibe in there is amazing, and like you say, like, everyone's on the same sort of path. Everyone's at a little bit different stages, but everyone's looking to get to the same place. So there's people prepping for major fights, which is always good because you get to see how they operate, how they prepare and stuff like that. And so it's just good, man. It's just like a wealth of experience through the gym, just from top to bottom as well. So no, it's a good place.
We talk about good places, so I'm gonna move on to your development. Then we saw what happened. You know what? We didn't even speak. We spoke off camera, Pulse Ducar, but we didn't do a conversation, did we? All right then. I'm going to tell you what happened with me. I'm sat there, right? I'm sat next to another media guy. Shout out Boxing UK. Yeah. And we saw you box really well, outboxing, and then all of a sudden, we're seeing the hits coming and Jordan's not hitting back. Literally, I told you anyway, but for the viewers, my head was in the lap of the other media guy because I was like, what is happening? I couldn't watch. Now, this is me from the outside. So what are you thinking on the inside of the ring when that's happening? Because, Jordan, you shocked a lot of people.
I wasn't really, it wasn't really a stage of me thinking, but I think it was a more of a feeling.
Okay.
It was more of a feeling. And it was a feeling that I had, even in the build-up to the fight. Like I mentioned before, confidence comes from preparation. So when you haven't necessarily prepared the way that you know you should prepare for a 10-round fight, the confidence isn't going to be there. The level of confidence that's required isn't going to be there to go out there and express myself in a way that I knew that I should be expressing myself, or go in there with the same sort of intent. But look, even regardless of it's literally, again, we're talking about the last 10 seconds of a 10-round fight. And it's not like the confidence was there in the first round and it wasn't there in the 10th round.
Okay. It was consistent.
It was consistent, the intent. There was a lack of intent. in everything that I did. Beautiful boxing though. Don't get me wrong, like I boxed this kid's head off. I made him look bang average for 9.5 rounds. He didn't get anywhere near me. He hardly laid a glove on me. He laid about 3 punches leading up to the 10th round. And this is a guy who's had a life and death with your Chris Billiam-Smith. They've had a war. He's had life and death. He's a puncher and whatnot. I made him look like a bang average sparring partner. You couldn't get anywhere near me, and that was just basically being a shadow of myself. So I actually take a lot of confidence from that fight because I know the way I prepared. I know my mindset. I know what sort of where my mindset was at before that fight, going into that fight, and now I know where I am now, and I know the work that I've put in now, and I know what my mindset is now. So there's just going to be a whole different sort of mindset going into the fight, a whole different sort of intensity going into the fight, and you'll see. Like I say, talk is cheap, but you will see a difference in the way that I'm going about my business on Saturday night.
I am really looking forward to it, but it was kind of like to just. The thing is, there's people that, you know, watch or listen to this that boxing and life, they go hand in hand, don't they? Okay. And even though you won, I know you were disappointed. I know you said your father gave you the look of death, and it was
just a look. What? He grilled my ass. See, I come from a warrior stock, champion lineage. Like my husband, that's just how I've been raised. Like they're champions. Gold medals are the only medals that matter. You know what I'm trying to say? There's no second place whatsoever. And even though we did get the win, again, like I spoke about, how we got the win, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me. It wasn't enough for my dad. It wasn't enough for everyone that's put their effort in and the time into me. And I just don't believe that I went out there and really proved myself and really shine like I know that I can. So yeah, it was a little bit of a letdown. It was a bit of a subpar performance. But again, we did go in there and we did some really good things as well. So there was little positives, a little spurts. But I knew I could box. My team at the time knew I could box. So we knew going in there and outboxing this guy wasn't a problem. But again, it's not just about winning, it's about how you win. This is the entertainment business, and we got to go out there and entertain. At the same time, yeah, getting a win first and foremost, but going out there and entertaining at the same time, but doing it smartly. It's not about going out there and being reckless. Like, I ain't going to just walk in there Saturday night and have a dust up with this kid. Like, I'm no idiot, you know what I'm trying to say? But if it gets to that, I'm going to let my hands fly. And we're more than equipped, and we're going to do it artistically. You know what I'm trying to say? So we ain't just going to go in there and wage war on him and just violence. No. That's not me. That's not going to be me. Never going to be me. It's going to be artistic. There's going to be structure. There's going to be a plan. And I'm going to stick to it. And we're going to implement the violence, sprinkle a little bit of art, and the end product will be beautiful.
So then training with Tony Sims, you look really at home. You look comfortable. Like I said, without looking stalkerish, I do stalk your social media to see what you're up to. But you do look, really comfortable in there. So talk to me about, I get it, it's going to be proved on Saturday night what you have done.
Yeah.
But you personally, about how you feel about the developments of Jordan Thompson as a boxer.
You know what?
The record light's still on, sorry. Because what time is it?
13:14.
13:14, okay. It'll jump off at 25 minutes.
I think as a boxer, I say it's just about me becoming the complete boxer.
Right.
And it's just adding little things to my game and working on certain areas that I'd not really worked on or I'd not really focused on in the past. Because everyone who knows me knows I can outbox anyone from ring. So it's about working on little stuff on the inside and close, working on basically becoming comfortable in those uncomfortable positions and situations in the ring, because every fight can go anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? We can always find ourselves in a position that, and especially if you've not practiced those positions, how are you going to know how you're going to react to those? So, you know what I'm saying? We have put ourselves in some real uncomfortable positions in training, but we become comfy in them, and we become a nice, finely tuned, all-round, complete fighter. By no means the perfect fighter yet. It's still got loads of work to do, but it's all development, it's all a process. But you got to really see it through. You know what I'm trying to say? Keep turning up. Even on them hard days, even on them tough days where you're facing adversity, keep turning up, keep showing out, and keep leveling up. And that's what we've done.
Your opponent then, Luke the Duke Watkins, like you said, you've had your little, your bits on the stage, the entertainment business. It's what we want to see. We do want to see a little bit of spite. He comes with experience, albeit he's lost to, some good guys. I love a domestic. I literally can't get enough of domestic fights. The cruiserweight is one of my favourite divisions.
Long list of domestic fights to be made in the cruiserweight division.
Absolutely.
From top to bottom as well, from world level to domestic, it's elite.
So what does this mean to you, you know, when you heard that that was going to be your opponent and this was going to be a, you know, a good domestic dust-up?
Now this is what I want. This is what I want. This fight was mentioned to me a while back. To be fair, a while back, and it's something that I said, 100%, man. Let's do it. That's a good domestic scrap. It's a good name on the record,
Yep.
and it's a well-known name. Not only is it a good name on the record, it's a well-known name. He's been tried. He's been tested. Yeah, he's been tried. He's been tested, and he's come up short. But he has been tried. He has been tested. He's operated at an elite level. And he's been in with some people who have gone on to do bigger things and better things. So it's going to be a good little gauge for other people who are watching and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a real good matchup on paper, to be fair.
I like what you said there for the others that are watching, because often like boxers don't really admit to like when they're watching other people in the division. But I've had conversations with fighters and I definitely know that they're watching what you're doing.
No, 100%, 100%. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So listen, I'm not one of them that I wouldn't say stalk. I won't say stalk, but I've always keep an eye. Yeah, I know what's going on. You know what I'm trying to say? I keep my eyes on my division. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a student of the sport as well, so I do keep my eyes on the division and on what everyone's doing and how they're going about their business and how they're operating. But I am my main priority. I am my main focus. But at the same time, I'm very, very well aware of what's going on around me. And yeah, man, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. So we're ready, man. We're ready.
I literally cannot wait for Saturday. Please do not force me to put my head in somebody else's lap again, because that could have went fully left. I'm glad no one took any pictures. Trust me, looking from the outside,
Crazy.
This is what you do when like a serious boxing fan that's, you know, been a fan from the first time we actually met. It was like we just got on straight away. So it's like, I'm here to support your career as a fan. Not just part of the, you know, boxing media. No,
I appreciate that. But we're getting back to blowing them opponents' kisses on the floor after this fight. I can promise you that. Yeah, we're getting back to that. So no, it's going to be a special one. Explosive, relaxed, intense. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
Jordan, I wish you all the best as always. I shall see you fight night. I'll be watching you on the scales from home. But I'll be there fight night cheering you on. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you as well for the link up, the much overdue link up. We ain't going to leave it that long again, though.
He doesn't let me in his gym. I've been trying to get in his gym for the longest. I do like to go in fighters' gyms because it's like the kitchen. You can see how they prepare the food. But Jordan thinks it's too nice. I haven't been to any of his gyms.
They don't believe you.
No, but where's the footage?
No.
I'm seeing like everyone else in the gym, and I'm sending him like sarcastic DMs.
They just turn up though. I don't invite them. They just be turning up. Maybe if you just turn up one day, I don't think.
You know, I'm like a vampire. You got to invite me on it.
All right. Now we're gonna sort it out for the next camp. We're gonna get you on a triangle. You got to come on one of the runs with us then.
Yeah, in a wheelchair.
That's how it feels after. Trust me.
Jordan, thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure. All the best, man. Thanks for not running off.
Come on, I was running over. I was looking for you.
You weren't looking for me. Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.